We wear our work, day by day, stitch by stitch. At Dickies, we believe work is what we're made of. So, whether you're gearing up for a new project or looking to add some tried and true workwear to your collection, remember that Dickies has been standing the test of time for a reason. Their workwear isn't just about looking good. It's about performing under pressure and lasting through the toughest jobs. Head over to Dickies.com and use the promo code WORKWEAR20 at checkout to save 20% on your purchase. It's the perfect time to experience the quality and reliability that has made Dickies a trusted name for over a century.
Dana and Jess in the morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Let's get started.
Good morning.
I listen every morning.
103.3 KFR.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy
It's,
Tuesday.
Let's see, September 17th, 2024. Man, the summer has just flown right by.
No.
We're looking at sunshine, high of 87. The summer weather hanging around for at least another week or two. Nice and hot like we like it.
That's right.
But I'm already seeing leaves in my yard, so fall's coming soon.
Yeah, I like that, though. I like that we have 90 degrees, but still the beautiful fall colors.
Well, I hate to try to fight the Southwest Michigan cliche, but I really hope we get a fall this year.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be hot then cold.
That's true.
I want the in-between, please.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, coming up on the show this morning, we have this question for you.
What's the biggest waste of money you've ever seen people spend on?
Give us your answer right now by tapping that chat button on the KFR app. Going to read some of those answers coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. Also on the way, Tip Tuesday. You ask for advice and we give it. Apologies in advance.
We're going to try not to ruin your relationship.
This piece of advice, it almost looks like it's pulled right from the movie. It reminds me of 40-Year-Old Virgin. Remember that one?
Yes.
With, why can't I think of his name right now?
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell, thank you. Classic movie, but there's something about this piece of advice that reminds me of that character. You'll see what we're talking about at 6:45. And, money.
A lot of it, too.
Yeah, just $30,000. No big deal.
Yeah.
Your chance to win with 30 grand in your hand. The first code coming up at 8 a.m. All right, so what do you say we get the show started?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Happy Tuesday.
103.3 WKFR FM and WKFR FM HD1.
A Town Square Media Station.
Need advice for your love life? Nobody's more qualified to help than a guy that's been engaged 5 times. It's hashtag Tip Tuesday on 103.3 KFR.
Dear Dana, I had a date over the weekend that started out great, but ended awkwardly. It was a first date. We had a nice dinner and then played mini golf before he invited me back to his apartment. His apartment freaked me out. My date is 31 years old. He had sci-fi action figures all over his apartment and several stuffed animals on his bed. Creepy or not? Give the guy a second date or not?
Wait, he has his own apartment and can afford action figures in this economy? Sounds like a keeper to me.
I actually dated somebody and the same thing happened, and I was just,
You checked out after you saw the action figures?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Nice time that we had and all, but I'm not here for this.
Were you like, let's go back to your place? And he's like, let me make sure my mom's asleep. Whoa, wait, what? Wait, what's happening?
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Who says there's no such thing as a stupid question? Well, that was a stupid question. Here's Dana and Jess on 103.3 KFR.
We'll ask you a silly little question.
What's the biggest waste of money you've ever seen people spend on?
Give a short answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app. But let's start with you, Jess.
I'm going to start. This is something that I did too with my kids. Like the first birthday, second birthday. The kids don't even remember you spending all this money. Like, do you remember your 4th birthday? They're like, I have no idea. And I stressed myself out, spent a bunch of money. So,
okay, some people will be offended by this. Other people will completely understand what I'm saying. Small children are like pets when it comes to gift buying. They prefer the box the gift came in.
It's the truth.
You
It
will
is
spend
the truth.
tons of money on a
Yes.
gift, and they just want to play with the box.
Literally, they
Yeah.
don't even remember.
Yep.
So it's like, oh, man.
Missy says fancy gymnastics leotards, and I have seen it up close and personal because I was the one buying them.
Right.
But she says I have no regrets.
Yeah, I feel you, Missy. I did the same kind of stuff. Darcy says gambling at a casino or lottery tickets.
What's the biggest waste of money you've ever seen people spend? Let's see. Brian says mobile game app purchases. I agree with this, Brian. He goes on to say, I've seen people spend thousands of dollars on a game with no material return on investment. It's an addiction disguised as entertainment. The in-game purchases or in-app purchases,
Yeah.
they just add up and you don't really realize that the next thing you know, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Tracy says expensive cars, not just one, but multiple.
That always blows my mind when people, just when one person has more than one car, but
Yeah.
especially when they have multiple expensive
Nice
cars.
cars.
Who are these people? I guess it's not just that I grew up poor. You know, I grew up from Decatur, and, you know, we had a bunch of kids in the family. Money was tight, but I kind of set my sights on a career I knew wouldn't pay well. So multiple expensive cars, never on the menu for me. All right, well, what's the biggest waste of money you've ever seen people spend on? That's the question. Tap the chat button on the KFR app right now with your answer.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR.
Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Who says there's no such thing as a stupid question? Well, that was a stupid question. Here's Dana and Jess on 103.3 KFR.
We'll ask you a silly little question.
What's the biggest waste of money you've ever seen people spend on?
Give us your answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app. For me, midlife crisis hobbies like drones and 3D printers. Not that I've
Guilty over there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the 3D printer thing, it seemed like a great idea when I saw it on TikTok. And, it takes like 8 hours to print like a tiny little plastic boat. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't have the patience.
Yeah.
Why did I spend my money on that thing?
TikTok will get you, though, honestly.
It looked like so much fun in the videos. Well, give us your answer by tapping that chat button on the KFR app.
Scott says Starbucks. I gotta agree, but man, it's worth it.
Yeah, but listen, if it makes you happy, though.
That's what I say.
Michelle says lottery tickets. Mm-hmm. You know what's funny about me? My Mountain Dew addiction, I will only get scratch-off tickets when I take all my Mountain Dew cans in. And I'll be like, oh, okay, $20. And then I'll put that 20 towards scratch-offs, and sometimes I'll win $3.
I was just gonna say, but you could
and then
win
I'm like,
on that.
$3.
Yeah. Chris says paying $5 or more for an ordinary cup of coffee.
By the way, coffee, the number one answer so far this morning.
Yeah.
Vance says, I once bought 100 quarters for $25. Vance, that's that's not how it works. No return on investment when you buy quarters.
No.
Nope. All right, well, keep the answers coming in. What's the biggest waste of money you've ever seen people spend on? Tap that chat button on the KFR app with your answer. You can also call in your answer 978-1033.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR.
Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Who says there's no such thing as a stupid question? Well, that was a stupid question. Here's Dana and Jess on 103.3 KFR.
We'll ask you a silly little question.
What's the biggest waste of money you've ever seen people spend on?
Give us your answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app.
Tanya says drugs.
Amen. In fact, I would even add to that, not just illegal drugs. Prescription drugs sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Terry says lottery tickets, cigarettes, booze, and drugs. So basically everything the Miami Vice is looking for.
Chris says online gambling in any form.
Chrissy, Vance, and Jenna all said alcohol.
Krista said Stanley's, yeah.
Oh, like the Stanley Cups?
I agree.
How did a cup become such a huge trend?
TikTok.
See, TikTok has its good moments where you're seeing people like help other people. Then there's Stanley Cup moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Christina says weddings. Yeah. It's big business. Getting married and getting buried. Those two things are so pointlessly expensive. I just can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
Well, keep those answers coming in by tapping that chat button on the KFR app, or if you want to request a song, say hi, make fun of my hair, whatever, just tap that chat button right now. Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Dana and Jess tell bad-behaving celebrities where to go with Have a Seat on 103.3 KFR.
Drew Barrymore stopped her show to eat a lollipop off the floor. During her show yesterday, she and 50 Cent played a game where they had to guess prices. Barrymore broke a $500 lollipop before eating a piece of it off the floor. She said, "I don't care. I eat off the floor. You can judge me all you want."
When celebrities try to prove that they're just like us by eating $500 food off of the floor, that's gross.
Yeah.
We don't all do that.
No.
Drew, have a sanitized seat.
Yeah, just chalk this up to another cringe-worthy thing going on with the Drew Barrymore show. And I don't think she's doing any of this for ratings either. It's just who she is. Have a seat, Drew.
You know, Drew Barrymore made me realize that there is a fine line between being relatable and being cringy.
Yes.
And now that she's had the show, I went from going, oh my God, I love her, she's so real, to going,
right.
Why is she speaking so close to all of her guests and making them so uncomfortable and eating off the floor? And all of a sudden you're like, wow.
She's not like us.
Enough, Drew. She's not like us.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Dana and Jess find out what the Buckeye State is up to this time with
Ohio, stop it.
on 103.3 KFR.
Jess, I
just am shaking my head. I really am.
Okay, so here's what happened. It was just Sunday morning, the day before yesterday. A family gets up and at one point they kind of look around. They notice that the 8-year-old daughter is missing. They saw her just minutes ago and now she's gone. When they look outside, they notice their 2020 Nissan Rogue is also missing, and they freak out and they call the cops. We have a missing person. We think someone has kidnapped our child and stolen our vehicle.
Oh my gosh.
The police arrive on the scene and they're able to obtain video footage from a neighbor's Ring doorbell. This video footage shows the 8-year-old girl walking down the driveway, getting into the Nissan Rogue alone, pulling out of the driveway and driving off. Now, 8 years old. Think about 8 years old.
No. I mean, even like my 13-year-old, I can't even imagine him doing that.
I was just about to ask.
I can't even imagine him
13
doing that.
just driving.
No.
So here's what happened. They then put out an alert to all the nearby law enforcement to look out for this specific vehicle. They have police officers everywhere. They can't find the car because this 8-year-old has driven from Bedford, Ohio to a Target in a nearby town.
Oh my gosh. The fact that she made it there.
They ended up finding her inside the Target, and this whole thing is crazy. So she admitted, it just gave the cops a heads up, she may have hit a mailbox on the way to Target, which is amazing that that's all that happened.
Yeah.
8 years old, how do you even see over the steering wheel?
You drove there, you parked the vehicle, you got in.
You hopefully used your... And by the way, the way they were able to find her is the series of cameras. You probably noticed that we have them here in Kalamazoo too. There are a series of cameras that identify license plates. And so police use this for investigations and stuff like that, or finding a specific vehicle like this very moment. They're called flock cameras. They were able to locate the vehicle and track it too close to that Target, where they then found her inside that Target. I don't know if she had a credit card or Apple Pay and decided to, I don't know, go shopping while at Target.
Yeah,
the whole thing is
she bought
crazy.
a Frappuccino.
I think that was a joke.
Oh, okay. I thought she really bought a Frappuccino, too.
The Bedford police posted on Facebook, and I quote, "That's right, an 8-year-old took mommy's car this morning and drove to Target in Bainbridge to shop. Thankfully, she made it and was immediately located by Bainbridge police. She's now home safe. Not sure what she bought or if she was even able to use her Target app to save 5%. Again, this is from the Bedford police. They go on to say, "We did let her finish her Frappuccino. We're not mean."
It wouldn't surprise me that she actually bought one. It wouldn't even surprise me.
Get the full story right now. It's crazy. Go to WKFR.com or the KFR app. Ohio. Stop it.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR. Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
The 103.3 KFR Facebook friend of the day.
Like the 103.3 KFR Facebook page, interact with us in some form, and you might be the Facebook friend of the day, like
Brian Potter.
We have an article with a headline, "Missing 8-year-old Ohio girl drove parents' car to Target." And Brian had this to say.
Further sources reported that no one on the road suspected anything because her driving matched all the other bad drivers in Ohio. I'm sorry, Ohio, but y'all are some bad drivers.
And for me, it's how Brian perfectly worded that. I could hear that in a news anchor's voice, the way he said it.
Uh-huh.
Well done, Brian. That's why you get this.
You get nothing.
Yeah.
Good day, sir.
Apologies. Not even an Ohio driver's license out of a Cracker Jack box.
No bumper sticker, no nothing.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for being a part of the KFR Facebook page and for being a part of the show. You are today's KFR Facebook friend of the day.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR. Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become real.
103.3 KFR, good morning.
Good morning.
It's Dana and Jess here. It is time for us to go.
That's right, but don't forget, another code for $30,000 in your hand is coming up at 10 a.m.
Oh, man, $30,000. So each day, there will not be one $100 winner. There will be 10 $100 winners. But at the end of this contest, someone will walk away with $30,000. Life changing.
I'll take $100 too in the meantime.
I'll take a free Mountain Dew, honestly. I'm pretty easy. All right, coming up on the show tomorrow, Florida's going to make us feel better about ourselves with Florida Woman Wednesday. You don't want to miss it. Again, that's tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and we'll have to make up for Florida Woman making us dumber with some Wednesday wisdom. So
yeah, it's where we pretend like we're smart and drop knowledge on you.
Yeah.
But until then, we're going to go.
Bye.
Have a great day. Enjoy the weather, and please be nice to people.
If you miss Dana and Jess in the morning, we got you covered. The 103.3 KFR morning show can be streamed and downloaded and abused wherever you get your podcasts. Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
We wear our work, day by day, stitch by stitch. At Dickies, we believe work is what we're made of. So, whether you're gearing up for a new project or looking to add some tried and true workwear to your collection, remember that Dickies has been standing the test of time for a reason. Their workwear isn't just about looking good. It's about performing under pressure and lasting through the toughest jobs. Head over to Dickies.com and use the promo code WORKWEAR20 at checkout to save 20% on your purchase. It's the perfect time to experience the quality and reliability that has made Dickies a trusted name for over a century.